Everybody make some noise. Clap. All right, so we're going to do the finals. It'll be between Clado, Kachi, and Mickey Kraus. We want to thank everybody for coming out. We appreciate you guys. There's a lot of people to thank to make all this happen. And first, I want to go off with our production team, Mr. Frank, who made all that good stuff happen that nobody sees. It's a thankless job. Who did most of the work along with Jen Brzezinski, who did the tournament directing. Those two did And then there's a whole bunch of things that you guys never see, like the light hanger, the table mechanics, the commentator who's stuck in the booth never doing anything. You got so many crazy people working really hard that you never get to see. And let's give a round of applause for all those people. The refs. Yeah. Check in the crew. Who else can get Scott the Freezer Frost, baby? Anyway. I just want to take a second and everybody make some real loud big thanks, because none of this ever would happen without Dave and Leah, and we got to give them a real big thanks. So Dave, what? I just want to know what are these people playing for?
What are these guys playing for? What are they playing for? This is what we're playing for. This shit ain't fake. This is not fake. This is not fake. This is a real deal. Classic. Let's go.
You guys ready when you're done? You guys can hit a rack and we'll take pictures. Whenever you guys are ready, if you want to do pictures. Good.
All right. And we're having a good time over here at Classic Billiards. This is the finals. I'm joined by my compadre here, Scott, the Freezer Frost. The finals are going to be a race to 13. And it's going to be between these two star-studded players. First one, Mickey Kraus from Copenhagen, Denmark, 25 years old, number 21 ranked on the Matchroom circuit. And his opponent.
Yeah, the Albanian, the young Albanian, Alpha Eagle, age 20 years old, 8-10 Fargo at 20 years old, ranked 10th on the World Nineball Tour. It's Claudio Kachi, and this will be a barn burner. I'm looking forward to it. Both of them powerhouse players between Mickey and Claudio.
All right, guys, we're going to get the arena cleaned up really quick. We'll be back here in a moment for the start of the finals of the 2026 WNT event, the Vice City Classic.
Every new beginning starts with courage. And round here, we have that in spades. One shot, the break, it changes everything. Made better by pressure. Two rivals at every table. A crowd free to live in the moment. From the four corners of the globe, the greatest players arrive, chasing more than a title. $500,000. 6 days of pure drama and unrivaled tension. And when it comes down to the final, they'll need every lucky seven. Take 8 seconds to steady the heart and sink the 9 for glory. The U.S. Open.
Witness history in Frisco, Texas.
Yeah, welcome back, everybody. Taking some photos. Dominic Dunn and Jen. Dunsky Dungeon. Great people. Dave Bartosiak, like a brother to me. Leah Bartosiak, Dave's been sponsoring our podcast forever. And then you've got Estel and the referees here are as good as they get. Mickey Krause, Claudio Cacci. Oh, and I don't want to forget Ben Taylor Fuentes. He's leading the operation here. I did want to touch on something before we start. I must be living in a rock or under a rock because I know that Claudio Cacci won the Bucharest Open 2 years in a row, and I've kept saying I feel like this is his first event. It's the first event I've covered that he's done well in. These are practice racks. He beat Villard 9-2 in the semifinals, which is incredible. And this was just a few weeks ago. I was just talking to him for quite a while. He doesn't feel like he's playing good. And then he beat Damian Gakuris 9-4 in the finals. And that was just, like I said, 3 weeks ago. Mickey Krause, reputation speaks for itself. He's got a load of titles now. I think it's close. Started out really good, Franco. Claudio did, but had a few stumbles mid-match. That's to be expected with this equipment. Thank you, everybody who's tuned in to Billiard Sports Network throughout the week. Do me a favor. Do us a favor. Please share it.
Yeah, Scott, I think this is going to be a very close matchup. Both of these players entering their prime. Actually, Claudio's still younger than his prime. He's still got a couple more years to get even better.
Yeah, like 20 more years.
Mickey not that far above him. That's Mickey 25.
Mickey's only 25?
Yes, sir.
Boy, he's been around so long. I was working with him in Texas like 8 years ago. It's incredible. It's turned into a young man's sport. In my era and the eras prior to me, they were all more middle-aged, right? When they really started finding their own. This is more now turned into something now. Obviously not the prize money, but I think it's on its way. Like golf. I mean, it's the young man's sport now, and the elites are really shining in their early 20s.
Well, my take on that, and I have not been around as long as some of the greats like you and Carl, but my take on it is we have to introduce some spice into the pool world.
Yeah, I mean, I get it.
And I think the World Nineball Tour does that also by some of the events that they hold and some of the extracurriculars that they do.
Yeah, I'm with you.
And if it's just a monotonous game, then it's never going to go anywhere. But I believe by having the extracurriculars, like I said, everything that we put into the sport, even this fun little opening here, I think is what starts to set it apart.
Yeah, it's great. It's just tough, right? It's very tough. Been through the industry a long time. Matchroom obviously doing everything they can. I mean, here's the thing: Matchroom has the production behind it as well, so it just tells you how tough it is because they've been pumping real hard for a long time. But I agree, and I know Emily Frazier is all on board to have fun and have a good time. So last year the Florida Open was great. That's where we're headed next. It's always great here at Classic Billiards. And we definitely want to get rid of that church-like environment. These are young, talented athletes that can handle a little pressure as long as it's not right on top of the table. Have fun, make noise, do whatever you want to do within reason.
Of course. All right, guys, we'll be back momentarily here with the start.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, I think it is go time. This is the finals of the very first, the inaugural Vice City Classic. It leads into one heck of a month. Coming up next, August 4th through the 9th, is the Florida Open. From there, 2 events in Arizona, followed up by the U.S. Open in the newly found Frisco, Texas, Sports City, USA. But for now, we're here in this moment. Claudio Cacci on the right, on the left, but look at Mickey's lag spot. He does this traditionally from the rail. That's probably why, Frank.
I like his angle. It's right there on the rail. He's going to start off in rack number 1 here in the finals. We're going to 13.
Both of these guys, I think, breaking the best out of everybody I've seen this week. It's probably one major reason they're here. One is down. He's got a thin cut on the 2. And he'll be happy with it. Back and forth, open path to get back to the right side of the table. Just stay above the pink 4. 6 is a little funny. The 5 leads good to it. Don't want this to fall downward. I'm really actually surprised he hit it that hard. I think he's fine. I don't see any panic in him. Two ways to get on this 5. You can get full going forward or thin coming backwards towards the 6. One place you don't want to be is straight. It's not the worst, but you'd like some type of an angle. Yeah, he's going to go forward. And he is very good going forward. Some of the elites have a preference. Mickey likes the forward ball. Always been a quick player, but I think in the last year he's picked up the pace even more. Did he fall short here? This could be a big mistake. A lot of traveling to do to get back around for the black 8. He's going to have to thump this. Wow, he got there. I can't tell you how good that was.
Yeah, he really went through that ball.
Watch out, 9. This could get awkward. It has. Kind of allowed the cue to go through the cue ball a little much there to where the arc was. Maybe a tip of outside was needed. He's overamped this. This is just way overamped. He was thinking short all along, but lost the speed. I'm almost a little surprised he didn't play safe to begin with. Oh boy, here we go. Game number 1. A couple of misses on the 9. Got away with it. Kind of. I think Mickey takes it on to the upper right. This is all commitment to making the ball. It's long. First game jitters, they say, Frank.
Yeah, I agree. Cletio has a clear shot for the 9 into the corner.
Oh
And
my goodness gracious, Frank. What is going on here?
And you touched on it a few minutes ago, Scott. Cletio has been in a final within the past couple weeks. Mickey has won a major, so there shouldn't be any jitters.
The 9 was missed so far right there that I feel like something had to have happened. I don't understand, but we'll carry on. And forget that ever happened.
Started off 1-0. Mickey Kraus.
Power, precision, prestige, unleashing tour-level performance, built for the biggest stage. Powered by Q-Tech, inspired by Matchroom, the 9-ball series.
Game number 1 might make the wall of shame reel on Matchroom's page. You just never know. It happens to the best of them. Yeah, this is all right. I think the 2's going to hold. I believe the 5 passes the 8 in the lower left. Yeah, seeing a little body movement there. I don't know if he's fatigued. He was in pretty late last night. He played AJ Manis, a race to 15. He did lose that match, but I watched it. I don't watch much pool anymore. Mickey actually played great. AJ just played perfect. Mickey ended up losing 15-9. But my point to that is Mickey a little fatigued. He was here late, been playing a lot of pool this week. "25 years young, you can still get tired." Wants to make sure and carry an angle here. Yeah, he was aware of that and let up. He did not want to end up on the wrong side or the long rail there, so let up a little bit right in the backswing. He's going to have to chip the 6 down and go up table using the 9, most likely. Couple of fumbles, Frank, here early.
Yeah, both players missing uncharacteristic shots.
Yeah, do you want to just catch the top side of this 6 thin, or can you come in behind it deep? Oh, he can see it. He can knock it around 3 rails and use the 9. Misleading angle here if that's the case. Oh, absolutely he can. Needs that to carry. Well, this is ideal speed. What a great hit. Yeah, going to the air. He's got a chance to bury this. The cue ball going to track over to the right side of the table. If he does. Well done, Mr. Kraus. This might be more difficult. This is more difficult than that jump, believe it or not. 7 not near frozen makes this ball extremely tough. Got to hit it extremely clean. You can afford to go into the 9 here. Digging down just a little bit for more accuracy. He's fluked the 9 into the lower right corner. What a crazy couple of games already.
All started here with this jump shot.
Yeah, real sweet here. Didn't hit the 7 bad from this position either. Just crashed into the 9 and lucked it into the lower right. Listen, Claudio missed one of the easiest 9s I've seen in a long time, but not picking on him. He didn't just miss it. He two-railed it out of the pocket, so I almost feel like something had to have happened there. Because it was not even close, and it was right by the hole. Am I saying he deserves it? Not really, but the pool gods are a real thing.
Rack number 3, Mickey breaking. Up 2-0 here in a race to 13.
Yeah, squeak the 1 down. Is the 5 and 6 going to clear for the upper right? I believe it has. It's close. Doesn't look close from this angle, but the overhead looked close. Very clean. It's the purple 5. Does the 5-6 play? It looks like there's plenty of room to play that combination. He can get short side. It all depends on where he gets on the 4 here. He's trying to get all the way over. That's not going to get it. And now the combination becomes near impossible. He's just going to have to lay up on the green. Well, that's got to get there just in time. He can make this. Great effort. Look out, Brown. He lost the inside completely there. Maybe a bit uncomfortable, because if you're real comfortable there, you're not going to lose the inside ball. More concerned about just burying the 5. Now the kick becomes a bit of a nightmare. Elevated over the 7 unless he wants to dig on the inside of the ball, which is what he might end up doing. That's why he's looking at this line, so he's going to shoot way out from this lower right diamond and arc it back with pace. Watch the arc here. I'll tell you what, I'm really impressed with how he played it. I thought he was going to warp it. He still arced it slightly or checked it a bunch at that speed. Great hit. Yeah, awkward cueing here. Really awkward cueing. Trying to get that bridge solid. Oh.
Two balls left here for Claudio to get himself on the hill. I'm sorry, on the scoreboard. Oh, Scotty misses the 8. Hit the left side rail on that one.
Yeah, I'm trying to understand it. We're always trying to figure something out with these players, right? I've had a little experience playing myself. He was eating right before this match. He ate a big plate of food. Oftentimes in the pool world, you don't want to eat right before you play. It can slow your system down. If it's something light, but he was eating quite a bit of food. I was actually talking to him during this period. Now, I didn't even think about it, but I've not seen him do this, well, ever, really. Really, first it was the 9 up in this corner. Now the 8. Needs to come with a big one here. What an effort. Catching the point didn't hurt. Is he going at the upper left or just coming down below the 9? Or both? Boy, I can't believe that he's going at this. I'm sorry. I'm just being honest. I figured he would utilize the 9 there and just chip the 8 up towards the center diamond. This is twice that Mickey's gone at the ball. Now, I understand it if you're playing on a 4.5-inch table, but this is just under 4 inches. Both of these should have cost him. And this one will. But game number 1, Mickey went at the bank on the 9. Speed was off, and he should have lost that game.
Claudio pockets a 9 and makes the score 2-1. So after 3 racks, we're going to see Claudio with his first break. Mickey 100% on the breaks, 100% with the 1 on the side. Pocketing 21 balls to Claudio's 4.
I'm Mickey Krause, and you're watching Billiard Sports Network.
Rack 4 to start. Claudio to break.
where's the 2 finish? Cluster over here on the left side. Is it the pink 4, or do you utilize the cluster down here? Hard to utilize this cluster because of where the pink 4 is, meaning if you tried to chip off our right side of the 2, I think the pink 4 is in the way of getting the cue ball back down. You might be able to play it long, though, with a high ball and avoid the 4, but you want to avoid the 8 and 9 as well. Let's see what he's thinking. Yeah, he caught the 4. This was always a concern. If you're going to shoot it like that, you've got to catch the 2 real thin with extreme high outside. That way it can take off the first rail. But the thin hit's where it's at. Mickey probably going to go forward here. Well, they're fooling me a bit. Just going to weld him up here. Well, I feel like he could have done a lot better there as well. Like very soft with the 3 right in behind the purple and the brown. Makes it much tougher to get at. The 2 rail line is open to the 3 now. Maybe Mickey was trying to open the 5 there. I just don't believe so. Yeah, he's left him open to the upper left, but really good speed, really good thought right there. The 5 is tied up. This shot right here is not straightforward. Yeah, I think it's just a slow drift here. Like to cover him up on the left side, and that's what you want. Yeah, I believe he's got him cut off. That's exactly what he's looking for. Forcing Mickey to go out of the upper right corner here. Pretty big ball. I still expect him to make a good hit. I'd come to the 3rd rail. I think he naturally will. Oh, I didn't expect this speed. Jeremy Jones and I actually talk about it quite a bit, being one pocket players, but believe it or not, in those situations, oftentimes you can hit it real soft enough to get a rail, and they land in funny positions. I understand what Mickey was trying to do, but I didn't feel like he could scramble him enough to get the 5 away there. 7-9, laid up to the lower right, but that's preference if he can bury the 5 in the future with the green 6 next. Yeah, and with this angle here, I think it is going to be the combination. And he's drawing the ball. Okay, coming out to the middle, really good hit. Steeper than he looked there. Made that look easy. He told me while he was eating that he was not a fan of combinations. It's not his forte. We noticed that a couple of days ago.
And Claudio Gacci is going to play the 9-ball in the corner to tie it up 2-2.
And we're back. 2 apiece. Movement on the 9, the 5 going to get in the way, but it did not have the speed to get to the side. Really good look on the 3. Got the kiss, actually, back up into the 9. The cue ball was going to finish low. Don't know about the 5. Pretty tricky there if it doesn't play in the side. It will play to the lower right corner, but note where the 6 is here on the left side of the table. Makes things tough. Yeah. I think he just lost all of his focus. Really worried about the purple over there. I think he might have a shot here to just go back and forth into like the 9. If he wants to entertain it, or is that too dangerous? I don't have a problem with just cinching the 3. Boy, this guy is just going after bank after bank after bank. Finally buried one. I like his thought. Just missed the 9.
Trying to make bank by making them.
That's a fact. Like I've said, he's one of the best with the high ball. He's going at the 9 or the 5 here, probably the 9. Yeah, he didn't want to catch the 5. That's disaster. Going to the left long rail here. He's got a chance to make it from this side. Easy to overspin this. Great hit. Here's a good look. Talk about a bank. I mean, what do you do here? I think you've got to rip. Definitely consider it. Oh, what control. What great control. Maybe it was easier than I thought, but the angle that I looked at, and I know he had to stiff the 5 to keep from making it accidentally, felt like that was pretty sweet. Big hit coming here for Mickey. Oh my goodness. Look at this position. Mickey Krause. What a kick. Going right at the 9. Just released his own cue line. Krause cues. I'd say they do okay. Listen, that 6 ball he kicked in was far from easy. I thought he was even money to hit it, let alone make it and get positioned.
3-2. Mickey Krause currently over Claudio Cacci. Here's what they're playing for, Scott. 10,000 to the champion, 6,000 for runner-up. Third and fourth received 4,000 each. Fifth through eighth received 2,500 each. 9th through 16th was 1,500 each, and 17th through 32nd was 1,000 each. Not a bad weekend. Couple days, 4, 5 days.
Not at all. And it's a great event to kick off the biggest month in pool that I've been around in a long time. Actually, ever. Oh, watch out, 9. I believe it's going to be the rollout. I mean, these guys play a different style, but I like the first place he was looking. It's just tough to get there. Claudio cut this exact ball into the upper right, the 2 ball, in the last match he played. Yeah, Marco Teutcher was almost in shock at the 2 ball he made that was similar to this. I think it was tougher than this, to be honest. I think he's attacking. Oh, he made me look bad. Come on, Frank. We wanted to see him shoot.
I did too.
I'm thinking he can play it to the upper right and get back down here for the 3. That was always the problem. That's why the kid passed it up. He was going into the 9. What a great shot on the 2. Yeah, I think he's just sending the 3 out to the middle of the table here. This was by design as well. He did not want to catch it thin. He wanted to catch it thick. Big cover down here. One extension per game. He's on that now. I think he'd be all right if he could just thin it. Over to the right side of the table sounds easy. Just thin it, I say. Might be able to use the 5, 7, and 9. It's a great effort. I don't think he's going to get paid off, though. It was okay. A little stunned through, but the left long rail definitely available. Question here is, do you go ball first or to the second rail? Scratch is big to the upper right, coming behind the 3 off the second rail. It's not going to work out. Didn't want to be elevated. I think you want to go full into the 8. Caught it a little thin on the top side, and that's what caused the elevation. Should be okay. Mickey real good over the ball. Pretty good stretch, though. Just get below the left side pocket. He should be there. He's good.
All right, Mickey Krause has 2 balls. He balled to the top left. Has to avoid the top corner pocket. A little flat on a 9. Should be able to take it to the right side. Mickey misses the 9. It's going to leave it out towards the top pocket for Cledio. A little too much distance and speed, I think, on that one, Scott.
Yeah. Well, Cledio has redemption to the upper right here. This is not quite the same as the 9 he missed. The one he missed, I think, was easier. Didn't even hang it up. He'll bury this. Yeah, neither player, Frank, just looking settled to me. They really don't. They come with a great shot, and then things get a little funny. It's just kind of been the story on this table, though, outside of the last match that Cledio played where he was up 7-0, 8-1 versus Teucher. It's been, it's been tight, let's just say.
Yeah, back and forth. Let's see how tight it's been, Scott. Let's look at the stats.
The break success is good, right? 1 in the side, 100% by both guys.
Ball's pocketed Mickey 37, Cledio's 15, but you only have to make 1 ball a rack.
Look at the table time. 3 games apiece. Mickey Krause earning 64% of the table time. Over 3/4, or 2/3, excuse me, of the table time, which is incredible. That tells us quite a bit.
Stats applied to us by the pool stat guy. Check him out at thepoolstatguy.com. You can also check it out. All the matches from this tournament.
Okay, the 1 missed in the side, and it's going to be dry. Of course, the minute that we look at the stats and touch on how good they've been breaking, it never fails.
The commentator curse is not real.
Right. Just back past the right side here. I don't know if the 6 passes the 9 in the lower right corner. He liked another rotation or 2 out of that. Now he's faced with a stretch. He's got to swerve it just a little bit with outside. You'll notice he cues the inside of the cue ball and then goes to the outside of the ball. There are a few players that do this. Oh boy. What's going to happen here? I believe he can get to it. I really do. With the jump cue, I believe, Frank. It looks like he can get to it. But that's why I'm blind.
Good clarification, Scott.
Yeah, well, it was called a save. A good save. I've always got a backup, Frankie. I got you, buddy.
Do it again.
Is he going to the playing cue now?
It
No.
does it.
He's spectacular with this jump cue. Not going to happen for him. It all started catching the backside of the 9. I'm wondering if he was trying to move the 9 to open the green 6 up for the lower right when the 5 was up in the upper right corner. Otherwise, really no business going towards the 9 like that. Just some uncharacteristic stuff happening. That was a very good hit. He's fallen straight. Like, very straight. Can he punch it going forward with a max inside and catch a piece of that bottom rail? It'll wrap you around 2 rails out towards the middle. You really got to thump it. It's almost like a stun with a max inside. If not, he'll come backwards. Oh boy, look out. How would you like to have been riding that around turn number 2? You're really good.
And Cledio is going to take the lead 4-3 here over Mickey Kraus.
Whether you're new to pool and practicing the basics, or a more experienced player performing drills to improve your shot making and positional play, the Drill Partner is perfect for you.
Yeah, guys, if you would look at these stats, you would not believe that Cledio is winning based off of the stats that Mickey has versus Cledio. But that's what stats are for. It helps us understand the game. If you want to have some stats on your pool streams, check out thepoolstatguy.com. Rack 8. Cledio breaking. See here on the replay. 1 goes high. Back and forth. Mickey back cutting the 1. Oh, 2 rails, leaving Claudio behind a 4 ball. Claudio going to the air on this shot. Referee Ben Taylor right there in the action. Mickey clear on the 1. He's going to use the rail and just draw out. Mickey's going to want to get into this firm coming off the right rail. Have to use an inside ball here, coming across 2 rails to try to get on the 4 in the same pocket. He's a little high on the 4. Looking at his exit angle, can he go up to that top rail? Or will he have to actually drag the cue? Gets a little help from the 8. Gonna get back around the table for the 5 ball. He's got to be careful not to run into the 9. If he does run into the 9, he'll catch it on the way up. Ooh, does not make the 5. Claudio is coming back to the table. All right, 5 in the center of the pocket. Claudio.
Yeah, Frank, this isn't easy to come out of, especially being over the 8. He's got to catch it a lot thinner than people think. Luckily, he might even draw out 2 rails. Yeah, really good control, too. That can get away from you very easily. I think both players kind of going through it right now. Yeah, I mean, they're just... I was just talking to Dominic Dunn, and it is what it is. I believe that they're fatigued, whether you want to call them kids or not. They put in so much energy. It takes a lot out of you.
And Claudio Cacci play the 9 ball down into the corner. Make the score 5-3.
Unshakable performance. I appreciate you showing this, Frank. You guys can use code VICE10. There's 3 different tiers, Core, Pro, and Elite. It's an in-depth course. We know that amateurs can now do what the pros do. I'm talking about the fundamentals, pre-shot routine, the mental side. Who is covering that? This is in-depth, 20-plus hours of content. There's a subscription base as well if you scroll down, called the Inner Circle at $9.99 a month, but they're flat fees for the course. Scroll down, the link is in the bio.
Rack 9. Claudio in the lead 5-3.
You see Mickey at the top right of your screen trying to loosen up. Big movement in the 9 again. 1's down. What's the 9 doing? I'll tell you what, I was just also talking to Dominic about the table. I love a table that changes. I think that we can see the great players adapt quickly. And there's nothing wrong with it. It has to do with the climate and where you live. But it's very humid here in Florida. This table changes throughout the day. In the morning, it's fairly dry, plays quicker. Mid-afternoon, it starts to slow down. In the early evening, it really slows down and plays tough. And then later at night, it starts to dry out a little bit again. Did he get him? He did. He's got the rail to get to. Yeah, looking at the 9. Either side's available depending on how thick you hit the 2. Could one rail it to the right side? It looked to me like he was eyeing up the side pocket nearest him. Caught it a little thin. Sweat the cue ball. That was not by design. He was trying to catch the 2 quite a bit thicker. Yeah, this isn't pretty at all. Boy, is he forced to go 2 rails at this? Ugh. The problem he's worried about this way, well, if he's trying to shorten it, is the 8 in the way. I think the top rail is higher percentage than going this route, 2 rails at it. Hard to get any speed on this ball. Yeah, just such a tough ask right there from where you're at. I think his first instinct was the correct one. Just my opinion. Both guys definitely going through it right now. Been a long week. And guess what? We're just getting started, boys. We're headed to Orlando tomorrow. I'm assuming the 5 passes the 6. Otherwise, I think you want to get down a touch more. If not, he can still hold below the 5. No, I guess the 5 might not go. He's juicing this up. See how slow that cue ball gets? Did not want to finish anywhere near to the rail. These two players have one big thing in common. Mickey's first quote-unquote major was the Bucharest Open in 2024. Cladio's first quote-unquote major was the Bucharest Open in 2025. He also won it just a few weeks ago in 2026. 256-man field. That's a WNT ranking event. With that many players, though, you almost have to call it a major.
Yeah, it's close. All right, we're going to take a player break. We'll be right back here momentarily.
Every new beginning starts with courage. And round here, we have that in spades. One shot, the break, it changes everything. Made better by pressure. Two rivals at every table. A crowd free to live in the moment. From the four corners of the globe, the greatest players arrive, chasing more than a title. $500,000. 6 days of pure drama and unrivaled tension. And when it comes down to the final, they'll need every lucky seven. Take 8 seconds to steady the heart and sink the 9 for glory. The U.S. Open.
Witness history in Frisco, Texas.
What's up, everybody? This is Dave from Classic Billiards down here in South Florida. We do things a little bit differently here compared to your old pool hall. It doesn't smell like mothballs. It's not exactly a library, and nobody's shushing you like this is church. We're all about having fun, eating chicken wings, drinking beer, and knocking some balls around. Don't let that mistake you. We still got the skills, baby. So if you're ever down in South Florida, come check us out at Classics.
Hey, boss. Hello. Hi, boss. Frankie. Hey, Frank, is it cold in there? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? All right, ladies and gentlemen, I know it's 100 degrees out there, but we got the freezer. Scott Frost in the booth, baby. Ladies and gentlemen, let's go. We got a barn burner, 5 to 4, going to 13. Make some noise for Mickey Krause. Make some noise for Scott Frost. Now make some noise for Cleo Gachi. All right, ref, let's see this rap.
That guy's an absolute clown, but I love him.
A little fun in the arena.
Yeah. I'm Dominic's character. I've been introducing him in front of people all week, so he's got to try and get me back. All right, Mickey Krause, it's your time.
Rack 10, Mickey breaking, trailing by 1.
Yeah, I think the 3 actually passes to the left as well. He's looking at the right side. Yeah, good hit. Really good hit there. Yeah, and there's a good look. He's wide open. Good stuff, Mickey Krause. Does he want to stay above the 5 here? That's okay. Yeah, well done. Seems a bit annoyed, his body language, to me. Both these guys expect so much out of themselves. He does not want that to rest. Big hop. It's enough. He can draw out of that or go forward. It's preference. I think the draw is the play. A little easier to make the ball. Got a lot out of it.
All right, Mickey looking to tie it up. 5-5 with this shot. He does. And after 10 racks, we're tied up 5-5 on the score.
No, it was a good hit. I told you it was a good hit. No, it was a bad hit. Estelle. Yeah, the two referees, Jose and Estelle, talking about good hits and bad hits over there. Mickey Krause had a good hit. He's still good with the one on the break, but the two a little funny now. Is he looking at the rail first? Into the back of the two. The 5 is a big ball. Does the 9 hamper the inside of the cue ball? Keep your eye on the 9. Ton of inside here. Oh, really well. Really well. Shrugging the shoulders, Frank. He just seems a little down.
Yeah, it's usually not Mickey's MO. Wonder what got him as aggravated.
Agreed. Yeah, I do agree. He's a very positive, bright kid, man. Yeah, everybody loves Mickey Krause. Could be anything. In a funny spot here. Is he trying to elevate behind the 4 and the 9? I think this was what he was trying to do, actually. Pretty strong. 3 rail the 2 around and send the Q1 back up. Behind the 6. It's been a scrappy match. That's not a bad thing. Wow, the 2 missed the 8. I did not think he was going to get there, but he did. Yeah, a little unfortunate. Long ball here. Seems like it's been a minute since he's really been open with a look. Trying to settle. Snooker background. Played American pool for almost 3 years, then went to snooker for 6. And made a final decision. He was going back to American pool about 3 years ago. Okay. Big shot there. Yeah, definitely wants to get that arm loose. It feels kind of like neither one of them have had that opportunity. Wow, he's overcut this ball. Pocket took.
And Claudio gets out of rack number 10 to go up 6-5 on the score. Tides are turning a little bit, Scott. Some of the numbers are going up. Balls pocketed are a big thing that's going up right now.
Yeah, Mickey still in the lead substantially, but you feel like that might change. Safety efficiency, 69% in favor of Kraus.
The one on the side and the break success is a big number to me. If you're not controlling the table after the break, things can get out of control real fast.
Nope, I agree. Kraus at 60%. Mickey at 100%. Claudio at 60%. Well, I think I'm a little tired too, Frank. Not going to be happy with this. Caught the kiss up table with the cue ball. It's going to be the rollout. Little surprised he went at that. Worked out. He's got to land on the ball here. Yeah, I don't think the 3 passes the 9 to the lower left. Going forward below the 7 and out. Wants an angle. 6 plays to the lower left, but you don't want to force it to the left side, so you want to carry an angle to get out towards the middle. Could have used a little more, actually, but he'll be all right. Got the most out of it. Cut it to the outside of the pocket. See, the straighter it is, the harder you got to thump it on these tight pockets. That's kind of the last thing you want. You want to let the cue ball do the work for you. Yeah, all ball fouls. Tucking the shirt too.
All right, Claudio. Looking to play the 9 into the bottom right. Take a 2-game lead here and a race to 13.
Whether you're new to pool and practicing the basics, or a more experienced player performing drills to improve your shot making and positional play, the drill partner is perfect for you.
All right, 7-5 on the score. Going into rack 13. Claudio to break. It's looking a little looser now, Scott. Claudio.
Yeah, no question. And I think it's a matter for both guys of just kind of getting into it, right? Sometimes you can feed off one another with the energy. You know, this is a big break shot. The 4 ball resting just below the cue wall changes everything in this rack. If the 4 isn't there, it's probably curtains. But because it is, he's really got to come with one here. As a matter of fact, I wouldn't be shocked if he just drifts this in. I don't even know if you can thump it. Yeah, he's just got to drift this in. If he chooses to take it on, there's nothing wrong with trying to chip it over to the right side of the table and come down if the kiss isn't in play. But he's so aggressive, he might just thump this in. And he sure did, and arced the cue ball forward.
Great shot. Scott, I notice on a lot of amateur players when they go over top of a ball, the ball kind of eggs, I guess you would say, kind of veers off when they make contact. What is something they can do to alleviate that and not cause that to happen?
Well, it's easy when you're over a ball to let that back arm come out from you, kind of like a jump cue when you're straight up elevated. If the back arm comes out from you, you're going to swipe at the cue ball a little bit. Anytime you're elevated, you've really got to focus on the back arm and where the cue tip is on the cue ball. That's a whole nother subject I could get into, but people talk about object ball last or cue ball last. Which are you? There's no right or wrong in that aspect, and especially when you're over a ball in distance, 9 times out of 10, you're probably going to be cue ball last. And if you're not, you probably should be because of your point right there. But if you start to think about what you are, object ball or cue ball last, you'll never make a ball. Just let it happen. I actually go into that in my course. That's a shameless plug, but it's true. Cledio starting to creep away a bit. What a big shot on the opening ball there with the 3.
His body language changed from the first couple of racks till now, and Mickey's changed the other way.
It sure did, and it was at that break time is when they both came back and were different. Let's not forget, he just won the Bucharest Open, 256-man field.
All right, Cledio's going to take a 3-game lead, 8-5. Past couple of racks. So Cledio broke and ran on that one, but the rack before it, Mickey missed after a safety. And Cledio ran out, of course. Both players only with 1 break and run. So keeping the table on their end is the tough part for them right now. So the break shot comes in so important. Our referee, Ben Taylor, did a phenomenal job here all week. Not only just refereeing the match, but checking it with us, making sure that we were all on the same page production-wise. Everything. So shout out to Ben and his team. Rack 14.
And that's the break he's looking for. Twice up to the top. Watch the cue ball here. All right.
Just 1 second late on that one.
It's all good. Yeah, we arced it twice to the top side of the 9 there, which I'm a fan of. It gets the cue ball high as long as it doesn't catch any kisses. Often seems like you come away with a better shot. Little touchy here. He's not one to roll the ball. But if you let it go here, there's a lot of traffic down here, including the purple 5. Once again, elevated over a ball. It's going to the upper left corner. Pink 4 is next. Yeah, it definitely loosened up during the break time. I think he just told himself, listen, this game is not that hard. They were both struggling back and forth. It can get a bit toxic or contagious. Maybe the big brother, who is sitting just off screen, said, listen, man, you're 20. You're talented. You're playing the best pool you've ever played in your life. Just relax.
I would have thought coming into this match that Mickey would have had the advantage playing on this table every night afterwards on the tournament, where Cledio was only really played on it once.
Well, I had a couple of people text me and ask my opinion. I said it was like a coin flip, but if I was absolutely forced to bet, I'd bet on Cledio. I just think he's so talented. He and AJ Manis been my favorite two young players for the last couple of years for good reason.
He's about to get one rack closer.
Yeah, race to 13. Don't forget, folks. Still time for Mickey Krause. But this is more of what we have been seeing from Claudio.
Claudio. Excuse me. Claudio wins that rack, makes it 9-5. I believe that's his second break and run off in a row.
All right, Unshakable Performance. Check it out. Code VICE10 or Florida10. Either one. The link is in the bio. It's a 3-tiered course. Over 20 hours of audio, video, fundamentals. The course will never leave you. It's a drip program, so it stays in your phone, your laptop, whatever you use. We've priced it accordingly for people all across the world. There's a ton of work that's gone into this. Just check it out. Scroll down. Once you get to the website, you'll see a video that I did describing what's going on within the course. Thank you so much.
All right, Claudio to break. Rack 15.
Here, once again, the one down. Can't quite tell what he's looking at on the 2. Rail first might be an option. The problem is, well, no, here's a good look. I mean, the rail first might be an option, but the problem is that cue ball's going way up to the upper left corner, and he's going to have to elevate the cue just a tick, I believe. He's young. He's passed up a few opportunities to roll out. I don't know that he's extremely versed in the rollout department. Just being 20 years old, he's only been playing American pool for 3 years at a real level. It's incredible, really. I don't mind that rollout at all, though. Mickey has the short stick.
Is that because it pushes him closer to the ball and there's a bigger chance of popping it off the table?
Yeah, that, and this is tough. Any way you slice it, you want to give your man something tough. And it's kind of gamesmanship, right? He's kind of forcing Mickey's hand because he's trailing 9-5. So Claudio, pretty clever, understanding that Mickey's good with the short stick, but that was tough, right? So if he's going to earn it, he's got to come with a big shot. Yeah, is he creeping in behind the 3 pretty tight here, or is he just trying to chim this in? Hard to tell. Probably going to use the jump cue again.
Claudio has the 2 down to the bottom corner. He'll just look, misses the 2 in the bottom corner. That's going to give Mickey a little opportunity to breathe some new life into himself. Cue ball around the table for the 3 down to the bottom corner. I think he'll be able to play the 5. I'm sorry, the 4 right in the side. Just wants to roll the cue up towards the top rail. Gives himself a good exit angle on the 6. He'll play the 6 to the top right corner. And look to come out 1 rail for the 7. Might even come 2. All right, Claudio has 2 balls left. He's going to play the 8 to the corners, take his extension. Just wants to give himself a few extra seconds.
Yeah, a little tricky. He's elevated over the 9. The 8 wants to kind of push to the right side of the table here, so he's got to stay smooth through the ball. Doesn't want to finish on the left long rail. Needs a little bounce. That'll work.
And Claudio is going to pocket the 9. And he'll be the first one to double digits. $10-5 on the score. Guys, I'm going to take a rack off. We're going to have one of the promoters, Dominic Dunn, is going to do a rack here with the freezer. Dom, be good.
All right, Dominic, welcome into the box.
Well, we have a treat here, boys. Sweater's Delight. Welcome, everybody. Score's 10-5. We got the freezer and the done.
Yeah, Dunsky's Dungeon. Dominic and Jen been busting their tail all week. Dominic, tell us, how are you doing this week? We know that you like to have a little fun on the side tables. How are you doing?
I feel like very similar to yourself. We've been getting here at 9 a.m., leaving at 3 a.m., and we've been, we're pretty whooped. I'm about done, sleeping 5 hours a day. I think a lot of people don't realize how much goes into an event this large. It's actually rather impressive. But we're grinding. There's so many people to make this happen that people don't even see. Like, for instance, for those who don't know, but we pulled 4 9-foots in here. We rented 4 9-foots to make this happen. Pulled 6 or 8 bar boxes out of here. We had people overnight hanging lights. We got more staff members to accommodate all the people. Plato breaks great again. And he's gonna have a little tough shot on this 2-ball, but you got 4 refs. We've got 6 waitresses. You got, just 3 tournament directors. It's been unreal. It is a lot of people to make this happen and a lot of long days. And I'm hoping it translates to the viewers, because that's what we do this for. I'm hoping that you guys enjoy what you're getting, the content that Frank with BSN is putting out. Hopefully, you guys see the hard work that we put into this.
Yeah, it's good that you said that, because literally most of these big events, what you're just touching on is what happens. And it's easy to knock events, right? But if they really understood the work that goes into it, everybody makes mistakes. We're going to make mistakes, but boy, it's a lot of work, and we hope that they do enjoy it.
Yeah, I think it's been a good turnout. I think we dogged a few things as just myself with forgetting a couple things, but for the most part, we really worked hard on crossing all our T's and all our I's. Like, I forgot to do badges. I wanted to do badges for everybody who walked in. I wanted to do goodie bags for everybody. I wanted to have VIP seating, just certain little things that I overlooked on accident. But
for the most part, though, you did have goodie bags. You've got your logo on the napkins.
Yeah, we got Dunsky Dungeon napkins, so when somebody wants to blow their nose, they can blow their nose with greatness. But as we got Clado gonna have a really good safety here to go 2 rails off to 3 and put him behind the 6-ball if he gets there, and he's on the rail, so it's gonna be pretty effective. Mickey's in a tough spot. 10-5, it's obviously not over. It's a race to 13. I'm not really sure why we extended it so long, because this is a very long match, but here we are. We're getting to see a lot of great pool. And these two have really, they've had 2 very tough roads to get to the finals. And I think, as a fan like myself, as I'm a fan first, when we look back at their road, like, what people don't see is the conditions in this room, right? This is not like your typical Matchroom major or something that has really good, clean conditions. This is a pool room with hundreds and hundreds of people exiting and entering per hour. And we're in Florida. The humidity's high. It's super sticky. The cue ball grabs the object balls, and it just turns them differently than when you would have slick conditions. So they're just playing different pool when it comes to the South.
Yeah, I try to touch on this quite a bit. I think it's very important.
Wow, he was nowhere near that ball. That is strong. Well, we got Mickey, ball in hand, could make it 10-6.
Is he out, Dominic?
He better be. If he's not, he's got to get a different job.
I agree. He's out, right?
Well, the pressure. I'm not out, but I'll dog it somewhere along the lines just based off of the pressure. They got there's a lot of people out there in the arena watching it. And, but I think they're tired. I think also what doesn't translate to the stream, and maybe you've talked about this, but how tired they are the final day. Like, they are just exhausted. They've been grinding all day, every day, several matches a day, races to 11, races to 9, then practicing after hours. It's draining.
Yeah, it's exactly what I just said. I've been saying it. I talk about it because we see it a lot in a lot of the finals, Dominic, where you expect these guys to perform perfect because they're in the finals, but it's a lot of times it's the opposite because of the fatigue.
Right. Well, you would normally see like let's say a Kachi and a Marco played in the quarterfinals, right? Well, the line there is probably, I don't know, Kachi -2 or something. Well, guess what? It's the conditions, the tiredness.
Right.
It's close, tight
Yes.
pockets. I mean, everything's just a grudge match. These guys have earned it. Every person, who made it deep in the final 8, they all earned it. It's unfortunate that we don't pay $1 million every tournament place because of the work that they're putting in. They deserve all the money.
Absolutely right. Well,
that one banked in.
I know that Frankie, I know myself, we watch you. You've come a long way, you, Jen, the dungeon, and we really appreciate everything you do. You're entertaining online, but you're also very honest, and I think that that's a big plus. You're a breath of fresh air in the pool world, and we're grateful for it.
Well, I appreciate y'all. Let's see him pocket this 9-ball.
Well, he did.
Nice.
Frank, do you want to take over a rack? But we're getting down to the nitty gritty. You want to take over a rack with Dom? Sure. And I'll escape for
There we go.
2
Let's
minutes.
give Freezer the break. He's all right. Well, we're back. I want to give a few shout outs to some of the people who helped make this happen. You see the logos in the bottom left that Mr. Frank has beautifully rotating. Obviously, the first and foremost, Classic Billiards for hosting us. You've got JSQ Sales, who's a BSN sponsor who helps makes this stream happen, along with many others. But some of the event people that helped us make this happen was Michelle Griffin. Really helped us tremendously with booking all of our stays and stuff. Shout out to her. People from the Kentucky, Indiana area know who she is. She's just so great for pool, and we wish her well. Here we go. Mickey breaking 10-6, trailing. All right. Well, he's got a real tough shot on this 2-ball. Had several kisses.
Okay, looking at the overhead. 1 ball goes in the side, 2 rest on the rail.
It's tough to get back on this 3-ball because, if you hit top left to go around, the 8 ball's in the way. Maybe if you split the 5 and the 8, you might get hooked on the 4. This is tough, but you got to go.
Yeah, especially being down by 4 racks, he's got to come up with something.
Yeah, I mean, bottom left, I don't know. I think he's probably going to try to draw it. Yeah, there's just no way. There's no way that was happening. I think leaves Clado a really good shot, and the spread is really nice to, clean up these and take an 11-6 lead. We'll see how it goes. He's just going to play this with a little top, come out 1 rail.
Yeah, I'm going to look at him to play the 2 in the corner. And Tom said he'll come out. Well, he'll probably catch the 2nd rail just to slow the cue down a little bit. Put a tiny little bit of inside English. Doesn't even have to get that far.
Shout out to a couple other people. Q-Tech helped us out.
Yes,
Q-Tech
they did.
sent us some products and helped us out to give the fans some stuff. We gave away some product thanks to them.
Shout out to Dr. V, too, who put together some great bags for the players.
Yep, he gave 128 gift bags with the new metal template rack that he created, as well as a whole bunch of Titleist chalk, which is the new chalk that you see SVB using. Shout out to him. That was very generous of him. That was a very large donation, and a lot of people appreciated that. So big shout out to Mr. Burnett with Dr. V's Custom Shop.
Clevio on the 4. It's got a couple of options. You just slide over, play the 5 in the side pocket. He's got to be careful. Yeah, he's got to be careful of the shirt there on the 7 ball.
Hit that real good. No, he'll draw this out. He'll just draw this and stop it, really.
Draw or stop. He just wants to get on the 6.
Yeah, I mean, this is as simple as it gets. I mean, it's hard for me to mess this up. I mean, I would.
Dom, you're pretty well dressed right now. I'm a little concerned for you at the end of this match.
I feel like I have
you might need to change your shirt.
Have you talked about it with the people viewing?
Maybe get some swimwear because.
Have you talked to the viewers about what we're doing?
We've hinted at it, but we haven't really gone there yet.
Nice. Well, let's just say we do things differently at Classic Billiards with BSN, and I think you're going to be in for a treat. I don't think you're.
If
you've
you ever
seen
watch the
stuff like this.
championship, you understand why they wear the goggles when it's over. Let's just put it that way.
Let's just say this arena's going to need a bath afterwards. But, we try to have fun with pool. Pool, you get to see it's a lot quiet. It's library. It's boring. Well, here we got music banging loud. We're all laughing. We're all having a good time in the arena. And while we're watching this match and we're cheering on, it's a good time. And that's what we care about.
Ball rolling out for the 8. 8 will play into the bottom right corner. And he'll hold for the 9 to the bottom left.
Yep, I'll just punch over. A little stun shot. Done. And here we are, 11-6. He needs 2 more. So I'm going to have to get out of here because we're going to have to get ready for our celebration. Let's just say you're going to love it and people are going to start copying it. Much love, everybody. Thank you for tuning in.
And my heart can go back down to where it's supposed to be.
Bro, I can't breathe.
We'll be right back momentarily. All right. And we're allowed to stay on the airwaves. Rack 18. Claudio Cacci, 2 break, leading 11-6. Nine ball moving a little bit. All right, Mickey having an opportunity right now. He's got to cash in on it. He hasn't had too many opportunities the past few racks. So Mickey playing the 2 to the corner, come over for the 3. Four and 7 do play into the top corner. Mickey can go back and forth twice, or he could just drag the ball off the rail. Four, 7 to the corner, like we were saying. Mickey drew the cue ball out so he can get shape on the 4. Mickey 3-rail shape. Look to play the 6. Six ball, 2 rails around for the 8. I'll take the 8 to the corner. Eight ball to the corner, 9 will be being played inside. And it's going to be 11-7 here any second. 11-7 on the score.
All right, everybody. I am back. Sorry about your luck. Been a bit of a surprise this match. I'm sure we're all a little surprised at Mickey's performance, but in his defense, he's been playing a lot of pool, not just the tournament matches, he's been playing money matches every single night. It's not too little too late. I've seen how good he played all week, including last night. It was the first loss he'd taken to AJ Madison, raced to 15 to 9, but he was way behind. Mickey really played near flawless. He's got a great look here on the 2. The black 8 could pose a little problem. The 4, I don't believe, passes the 9 in the lower left, so that's another problem. He's going to pound forward tight. Watch out. It's going to be all right. I'd like it to get down a bit more. He's going to have some trouble here. He can draw out of it, I think. Boy, that's a big 5 ball. I don't think he's got a choice. He's going to have to go forward if he wants. But something I've noticed, he's really avoided the defense, Mickey. And I'm talking about from the very beginning. He took on a couple of banks where the speed was off and cost him a couple of games. Game number 1 was a good example on the 9, where he could have just played safe, left him long rail. And maybe this is why, because the execution just not there on the defensive side. You know, I'll give you, I don't even know if it's an analogy, but when I was playing long hour money matches, when you start to get tired, or a long tournament match, it's much easier to just stay offensive when you get tired mentally and physically than it is to play safe. It's a lot of work playing safe. Believe me, that's an absolute fact. It's draining looking for the defensive move when you're really fatigued. So you typically look for the first thing that jumps out of you, which is the offensive play. And you called the extension. Really don't know what you do here. Do you try and stick it? Do you try and just feather it and go up table? It's hard not to shoot this elevated with an extreme low ball. You might be able to draw it back and stick behind the 9. Okay, and that's what he's going to do. Caught it a little thinner than you'd liked, I think, but it's going to turn out okay. Once again, I think he could creep below the 5 here, 1 rail. Maybe I'm looking at it wrong, but I think he could. I don't think he's going to consider it. Yeah, he's just real aggressive, and the work wasn't done. If he did make the bank, he had a lot of work because he's going to crash into the brown 7, playing the 5. So I don't know. Maybe he had just made his mind up at the beginning of this match that he was going to stay aggressive. And I get it. faced with the same challenge here. Just going to force follow through. I think is he using an inside ball. If you hit it too hard, you could double kiss the 7. Oh, really well. Pool is an amazing sport. Absolutely amazing. He's walking away laughing. What are the odds? You couldn't do that again if you tried. Trying to catch the bottom half of this 6. Got it just a bit thick. Looky here. Looky here. The 7 is Mickey's friend. He's got to look down to the lower right corner. Does not have his extension. Oh, what a hit. Starting to show some of that talent. He's the real deal. How good is he playing? This 9 away from the hill. In a race to 13. Just a few weeks ago, won the Bucharest Open. Won it last year as well, 256 players. And now 1 rack away from the Vice City Classic, the inaugural Vice City Classic. Yeah. Here comes the 8. He put a little mustard in that. His break speed's up there. I think probably hitting him harder than anybody else this week outside of his big brother. The pink 4 is a big ball. If this is not makeable to the upper right, He can use the 8 to hold the 3, wrap around the upper right. I think he's caught it just a touch thick. Yeah, in the mood that Mickey is in, he might just sliver at this. Yeah, he tried. Yeah, I believe he's going to come around the 8. I think he can dig enough. Tough to shoot this ball with a high inside coming down towards the 7. If he thinks the 8's in play with the low outside ball, then he'll avoid it. All right, maybe it is one rail. Okay, he didn't even threaten the pocket there, but look at this. This is what nightmares are made of. Long and straight off the back rail. Just under 4-inch pockets. I think he's forced to just chop this to the top rail here. Very good. It's all going wrong for Mickey Krause. Okay. They often say the last game and the first game are the most difficult to win. But look at this. The 7 tied up to the 5 after a big miss. Par for the course for Krause. Oh, did he fall into a good line where he can draw in towards the 7? I think he has. No. Tickied the 7. Just didn't come away with a shot on the 5. He's going to have to nip it up behind the 7 now. Make sure you get into it enough. Oh, he got into it too much. Things have just gone sideways for Krause. Since the middle part of the match, it's all been downhill. Can he find a way to clear this table? Back and forth. Better talk to it. This isn't a new position for him. He and Mickey Krause have one real big thing in common. They both won their first ranking event at the Bucharest Open. Mickey Kraus in 2024, 256-man field. Claudio Cacci in 2025, and then just around 3 weeks ago in 2026. He's fallen flat here. See the shake of the head. One big shot away. Gonna pound forward here. Pretty big time there. Made the most of it. For the win to the lower right, the 20-year-old from Albania, following in his brother's footsteps with a bright future. Yeah, the young man's done it, Frank. Thanks so much for having me. Congratulations to Claudio Cacci. Mickey Kraus, no reason to shake your head or keep it down. You've had one heck of a tournament, and you've got a great career ahead of you. Stick around, right, folks?
Yes, we're going to have the celebration here in a few moments, folks. We'll play one little quick commercial for the upcoming Florida Open, and we will be right back.
So now you're the big Kachi, bro. You're the big Kachi. He's the big Kachi. I love it. Look at him, bro. You want to take that? Your custom envelope? We're not gonna blast you with champagne. We thought about it, but we don't want to make that big unless you want it. No. Okay. You're good, bro. I know, buddy. I know. I get it, bro. It's like it'll be a Hyundai Sonata.
Dave, when he gets on the mic, he's like gonna come to you.
We have to pause the jukebox.
Jackie, can you pause the jukebox, please?
It probably is. It's not playing right now, so yeah, just pause it.
All right. Tell me when. Am I good? All right, ladies and gentlemen. Alexa, we'll wait for you to watch. Ready, Alexa? Good? Okay. All right, ladies and gentlemen, now we're going to do the trophy ceremony. And first, we're going to have our second place trophy. Give a round of applause, runner-up for Mr. Mickey Crouch. Tournament. And then for first place, we're going to have Mr. Dave present the trophy to Play-Doh Kachi.
Whoa, wow. Put some respect on his name, bro.
He's Big Kachi now. He's Big Kachi.
Big Kachi. So we got you a chain. It kind of looks shitty, but
It is real silver.
it's okay. It's real silver, so you can melt it down. It's real silver. It's real silver.
Now what? All right. Thank you, everybody, for coming out.
Bring them to the center of the table.
Oh, they gotta come to the center of the
Yeah,
table.
bring them
I ain't
to-
never done this before. I don't know what it's like to be a
Table.
champion. Y'all come to the table, and they're gonna do a. You're gonna do a picture or something. Thank you guys for coming out and give it one big round of applause for Classic Dave and Leah, please. I never said
Alright, so listen, Claudio, we need, hold on. We need Claudio, Dave, and Leah in the middle.
Only winner?
Yeah, don't worry about it. Go take this out.
No, there it is. No.
Alright, here we go. Beautiful, right there.
Mickey, get in there too.
Who we're getting?
Mickey. Big couch, we need you. Little couch, now we need you.
Oh, wow.
Good. Beautiful, right there. Got it.
Alright, just wait for Eckley. It'll be Eckley, Claudio, and
Brothers?
Leah.
Brothers? You want two in the picture, I guess. You don't give them pictures. You don't give them pictures.
Tom, get in there too. Jen, come on.
So which one is the priority? Go, right here. Thanks, go. Thank. Beautiful. Got it.
Alright. Congratulations, Claudio. Dominic. Good job.
Thank you. That's hilarious. I was like, yeah, that's probably not a good idea.
It's like, yeah, please don't. Yeah, you know, it's probably a good idea.
All right, guys, we decided since Claudio was under 21 years old, dousing him with champagne and liquor would probably not be.
Got champagne ready if anybody wants to have celebration. Guys.
Yeah, probably not be the best for us to douse the young man who was underage.
Champagne for everybody. Let's celebrate.
So thank you all for watching. Shout out to Matchroom Pool, of course, for allowing BSN to produce one of their fantastic events. For BSN, you'll see us doing some background stuff in the next couple of weeks, and also see us at the Florida Open. Thank you, everyone, for watching. Thank you, everyone, for liking and subscribing. First and foremost, subscribe to Matchroom Pool. Subscribe to the Billiard Sports Network. Thank you all. We'll talk to you soon.